As the weather warms up, the real estate market is only getting hotter. I'm Eric with Eric Andersen Homes, and Fortune reported that in January, an unbelievable 70% of homes received multiple offers and ended up in a bidding war. That's an all-time high, and it's an indication of the ultra-competitive market conditions we've been seeing since COVID began. Traditionally, the winter market's a little slower and things pick up in the spring, but that has not been the case this year, or even last year for that matter. Buyers and exhausted agents have been praying for relief, but 2022 hasn't given us any. What's interesting is that after the craziness of the 2021 market, most experts thought things would slow down in 2022. Zillow had originally forecast only 11% growth this year, but then they increased that prediction to 17.3%. Fannie Mae was originally expecting a modest 7.9% growth in home prices this year, but now even they are revising their projection upward and expect 11.2% increase from last year. That would increase the median sale price from $355,000 to $384,000. If that 11.2% figure is correct, that would reflect a slight cooling from last year's 18.8%, but even 11.2% is still well above the historical appreciation rate for real estate, which has averaged 3.2% since 1891. In other words, the current market isn't offering much relief for buyers. Now, looking forward to 2023, Fannie Mae is projecting a 4.2% increase, so they're definitely expecting the market to cool down from where it is today. But even that is still above the historical average. If correct, that would put the median sale price at $395,000 at the end of next year. But things are very different today than they were before the market crash. Unlike in 2007 and 2008, lenders would give credit to anybody with a pulse, and maybe even to dead people. Plus, back then, the amount of equity homeowners had was much lower than it is today. Today, credit is much more difficult to come by, and homeowners have substantial equity in their homes. As you can see in this chart, equity is at an all-time high, with an average increase of 31% year over year, which comes to a national average of $3.2 trillion. As you would expect then, foreclosures are down. In fact, they are at an all-time low with just 151,000 in 2021. Foreclosures were at their peak in 2010 when almost 3 million homes went into foreclosure. That's a decrease from 2010 to today of 95%. The fast pace of the market today has some worried about a market collapse, but the higher equity and difficulty of obtaining credit in today's market makes today very different from 2008. Today, the reason for price appreciation isn't abusive predatory lending practices and over-leveraged homeowners, but basic supply and demand. The pandemic drove interest rates lower, and a wave of first-time homebuyers, largely consisting of millennials, have created the perfect storm. Low rates and low inventory, combined with a new generation of homebuyers entering the market, has only driven prices up. If you're interested in buying, we can start looking at homes together and come up with a strategy to put together a winning offer. I was quite pleased. Just last weekend, I managed to get 2 offers accepted for my clients despite ultra-competitive market conditions. Those 2 homes are 7602 Brookbank Road in Willowbrook and 1502 Eagle Vista Drive in New Lenox. You can check those homes out in the links in the comments below. Eagle Vista is one of those rare foreclosures, and it's probably been at least 2 or 3 years since I've shown or seen any. If you're thinking of selling, Let me put my marketing expertise to work for you so that you not only capitalize on strong market conditions, but create the most demand possible for your home. My listing, 2908 Prairie in Brookfield, had multiple offers, and our contract was for $20,000 over asking price. I helped my clients purchase that home back in 2017, and they signed a contract for over $65,000 more than what they paid for it less than 5 years ago. That was almost a 25% increased profit in less than 5 years, and the home was already renovated when they bought it. So no significant updating took place when they lived there. You can also check that listing out and find details on it in the links below. I'm Eric with Eric Andersen Homes, here to remove the headache from real estate and provide expert guidance for your next purchase or sale.